Really like most about the Honey niggas is that they actually will help you get to your goals and who you really need to be, and actually like people around that will actually help you with your goals, and actually meet a lot of people along the way, a lot of good friends, a lot of good people. Shout out to HD, shout out to all the library class, shout out to how house middle school, and one funny doing myself is actually that model. So once you see me, you're big name, you're gonna see some big name, you're gonna make a move, and we're gonna money with you.
We're back on WDG Underground, Columbus, home of the Unsiders, and this is Big C in the morning. This is the worst Friday I've ever had in my life. So, you guys didn't hear me at all. I know you guys didn't hear me at all. I did not want that to happen. I thought I had my mic on, but apparently I didn't. So you didn't hear me for the first 27 minutes of my show, and you guys missed my Oscars stuff, and I crumpled this up to a ball and threw it in the trash, and now okay, so what I'm gonna do is, since you guys didn't hear me for the 27 minutes that I was on, I'm not gonna do that 27 minutes again. I'm not gonna, waste 27 minutes. This is an hour show, and I screwed up for the first half, so this isn't the most embarrassing thing I've ever had. Oh my god. I have never been so much embarrassed. And the biggest thing is, nobody told me I wasn't, muted. Nobody in the comments said anything. They were just like, there were some people watching, and nobody had the audacity to say anything. They just let it happen. This is the stress and the, oh boy. This is not one of my best days ever. I am not happy. I'm not happy. You know what? This deserves, this. Yeah, that deserves a wah wah wah. I deserve the wah wah wah. Because, I screwed up, and I apologize for, screwing up and not unmuting myself. I thought I had it, but no, apparently I didn't. It's stressful. So, I'm just going to tell you guys what I got right and wrong. So, for the Oscars, just a quick thing, because we got to move into the NFL draft. So, I got animated feature right. It was Soul. Best animated short film, I got that right, which was If Anything Happens, I Love You. Best director I got right, which was Chloe Zhao. She won. Best supporting actor I got right, Daniel Kaluuya. Best picture I got right, which was Nomadland. Best documentary I got wrong, it was actually The Octopus Teacher. I said, I forgot them. But anyways, I got best documentary wrong. So yeah. Best adapted screenplay I got wrong. The Father won. Best original screenplay I got wrong. It was Pretty Young Woman. Best supporting actor I got wrong. I said Amanda Seyfried. It was actually Yoon Young Jin. Best actor was Anthony Hopkins. So yeah, I got it wrong. I said it was Chadwick Boseman. It was obviously Anthony Hopkins who won it. And I also got best actress wrong. Best leading actress. It was Frances McDormand who won, and I said Viola Davis would win. So yeah. Okay, now that I got your Oscar thing done, now it's time to move on to the NFL draft. So yeah. Now to increase my anger with the NFL draft. Because I have to tell you guys, the NFL draft last night, the first round was garbage. It was garbage. Terrible. Oh my god, it was terrible. It was literally terrible. So, I'm going to tell you guys something. Some of these teams were not, choosing their cards wisely. And, they just... I feel like they're trying to rewrite the rules of football and stuff, or the draft. Because let me tell you something. What I saw last night made me think we shouldn't have a draft. We should all put the players into who come out of college into free agency, and just we get to pick whatever we want. Because that's how I felt last night. That's how I felt. Because my goodness, there were some terrible picks. So, the first overall pick, like the first pick in the draft, we all knew it was Trevor Lawrence. He went to the Jacksonville Jaguars. But the thing is, they took 8 minutes to pick him. Why would you take 8 minutes to pick him? It's the first pick of the draft. You know who you should choose. You know, it's not that hard to pick him. You know you're gonna pick him. Just pick him. It took you 8 minutes. Why, you forget his phone number or something? Or you forgot where the card is? Oh my goodness. Yeah, that is just ridiculous. It is ridiculous that they had to do that. Waste everybody's time with the first pick. Honestly, I'm ashamed of Urban Meyer doing that. You shouldn't be waiting, 8 minutes, Urban. You should obviously, if there's an opening, you should go for it, and boom. Jeez. It's ridiculous. So, yeah. And then the New York Jets were on the clock. They picked a quarterback. But it wasn't Justin Fields, it was Zach Wilson of Brigham Young. Really, BYU. Why would you pick a guy from BYU? I mean, I've seen Zach Wilson play, but come on. Zach Wilson, his team isn't even in a conference. And he gets picked that high? Let me tell you guys something. Brady Quinn, he was picked in the second round, or I think he was picked in the second or third round, and Notre Dame, they're independent. So basically, Zach Wilson is clearly the highest player from a team who's in an independent, which means no conference, to be drafted. And that's a little ridiculous. Honestly, the Jets need somebody who has dealt with tough teams. BYU hasn't dealt with a lot of tough teams. They've dealt with a couple of tough teams, but not a lot of tough teams. Now, Justin Fields, on the other hand, he's dealt with a bunch of tough teams in his, college career. So, obviously, the New York Jets are going to be clowns again and, just simply just fail at football. So, yeah. And then I thought maybe San Francisco can draft Justin Fields. But apparently, they decided to go with Trey Lance of North Dakota State from the FCS. And if you don't know what the FCS is, it's the Football Championship Series, which is basically Division I AA college football before it was called FCS. And the thing is, Ohio State and all those Power 5 teams, they're in the FBS, the Football Bowl Series or whatever. And I feel like Justin Fields got disrespected by the San Francisco 49ers. Because, listen, no disrespect to Trey Lance. He's a good football player, but Trey Lance, he's still playing college football for North Dakota State. The FCS is currently still having their playoffs. And they have to go up against a team in May. They're still playing football. Why would you draft him? And he was wearing an Old Spice shirt, so he's probably getting paid already. And that makes him an ineligible player for, his college team. So, obviously, if Trey Lance is still playing football, he shouldn't have been picked. That should have been an ineligible pick, and San Francisco would have to disqualify themselves for the rest of the draft. That is terrible. Seriously, if it comes out that Trey Lance already has an agent, if he's still playing football somehow and he's earning money, then therefore that's an ineligible player. North Dakota State would be disqualified from the playoffs. San Francisco would be disqualified from the rest of the draft, or they just get, or the NFL just, be, you know, the nice league that they are and give them like 10 draft picks and, you know, increase it to an 8th round, an 8th, you know, only San Francisco round that San Francisco can take any player they want. Seriously, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Then I thought, you know, Matt Ryan could, you know, not be good this season. Maybe they'll take Justin, because Justin, you know, the Falcons, they're from Georgia. And Justin Fields is from Georgia. So maybe there's hope. But nope, they went with a tight end, and yep, I was like, yep, Falcons are going to be 4-12 because they are relying on an old guy who went to the Super Bowl, choked, and has continued to choke ever since, you know, that Super Bowl loss. And, you know, a tight end, yeah, no disrespect to Kyle Pitts. He's a good player. Kyle Pitts is a good player, but you cannot simply rely on Matt Ryan to be your quarterback. You need somebody else to be your quarterback other than Matt Ryan. Because Matt Ryan is going to turn into Andy Dalton. Trust me. Trust me. I really thought for the 5th pick, I really thought Cincinnati was going to pick either an offensive lineman or a defensive player. But no, instead they went with a wide receiver, which means Joe Burrow's about to be sacked 10 times more than last season. And I think that he might get injured again. Because if you don't have an O-line, your quarterback's gone. Like, Joe Burrow's career could end this season. I'm not saying it will happen. I'm saying it could happen. But honestly, just look at the top 5 terrible draft picks. Except for, you know, Trevor Lawrence. That was kind of a good pick. The Lions, they focused on their offensive line with Penny Sewell from Oregon. Honestly, they have Jared Goff as their quarterback. They honestly need somebody to protect him. The Panthers went to defense with J.C. Horn of South Carolina. Honestly, that's an okay pick. But honestly, Sam Darnold is your quarterback. Yeah, you're not going anywhere. You're not going to go anywhere with Sam Darnold. So, yeah. Just saying. Just saying. Patrick Surtain II, cornerback from Alabama, got drafted by the not the Browns, but the Broncos. I'm like, yeah, okay, good pick for your defense, but Drew Lock is your quarterback. You shouldn't have drafted him. You shouldn't have drafted, you know. Well, you need a quarterback. Like, a lot of these teams need a quarterback. No disrespect to Patrick Surtain II, but come on, you need a quarterback rather than a cornerback. Because Drew Lock, he's not that good. I'm sorry, but he's not that good as a quarterback. But I see what the Broncos are doing. They're trying to, you know, build up their defense, so I get it. Devontae Smith went to the Eagles with the 10th pick. And then finally, Justin Fields. Someone had the audacity to draft him. And guess who drafted him? It's a certain team who used to be a Super Bowl contending team until, you know, Mitch Trubisky, you know, fumbled and all that stuff. And that made him get traded. And thus this team picked up Andy Dalton, who thought he was QB1, except Justin Fields is going to take this job from him and possibly lead a certain team back to the playoffs and possibly to a Super Bowl. And that team is known as the Bears. The Bears. So yeah, Justin Fields got picked by the Chicago Bears. Shockingly. I guess Chicago's tired of having Andy Dalton as their quarterback already. So, yeah. And obviously, if you haven't heard of Da Bears, thing, it was a Saturday Night Live thing. So, yeah. And what's crazy is after Justin Fields, 2 other Big Ten players got picked. Micah Parsons from Penn State, he's going to the Cowboys. Rashawn Slater, he got picked by the Chargers. He's from Northwestern. Mac Jones, he actually got picked last. And he's going to the Patriots. Okay. Whatever floats Bill Belichick's boat, I guess. Another Alabama player by the name of Alex Leatherwood went to the Vegas Raiders. The first team up north player that went in the first round was Kwity Paye. And he's going to the Colts. Okay. Najee Harris of Alabama went to the Steelers. Travis Etienne is going to be reunited with Trevor Lawrence in Jacksonville. Greg Newsome II is now an official Brownie. He's a cornerback from Northwestern. Obviously, we need to build up on defense because, what if Greedy Williams or, Denzel Ward goes down? We're going to need somebody to replace those guys. And that was a good pick. Greg Newsome's a good pick. Rashad Bateman went to the Ravens, a wide receiver from Minnesota. Jason Owe went to the Ravens. He's from Penn State. And the last pick in the draft, Joe Tyron from Washington, went to the Buccaneers. And also a little fun fact, before the draft started, the Packers, some people from the Packers organization said that Aaron Rodgers wants out of Green Bay. And which I say, Aaron needs to come to not Green Bay, but Cleveland. But it probably won't happen. I heard he might go to Denver, though. Which would probably be a little shocking. So, yeah. I'm done with the NFL draft now. And I guess, the Oscars, since, I forgot to unmute myself. But, yeah. God, I gotta take a break. So that's what I'm gonna do. We are going to take a break. But when we come back, I'll end the show. So yeah. You're listening to Big C in the Morning on WDJ Underground Columbus, home of the unsigned artist. And now here's 070 with Trust Nobody. We'll be right back.
No, gave you all the secrets, now you creeping in a window. 3 a.m. abusing on my body while the window. Singing to the people, I sit back and watch my sins blow. Do you get down like that? Do you really get down like that? Took it and you got a mess right back. Buckle up, cause that's my crash. Yeah. And I don't really trust nobody. And I don't really trust nobody. Yeah. And I don't really trust nobody. Cause I don't really trust no unless you give me your soul. Give me your soul. Give me your doggies, come and get to running. If you wanna live your life, baby, stay around. The sun degrees won't find you in the night. In the night. In the night. In the night. Yeah, moving on and we ain't looking back for what we left. Leave the crib at 3 a.m. to cup of cigarettes. you in a night. Junkies coming, get to running. If you wanna live your life, baby, still wanna sun the breeze, go find you in the night. In the night, in the night. Oh, 70, 070, 070, 070, 070,
'Yo, what it do? It's your boy P-Lo, straight out from the Bay Area, and I'm rocking with WUDG.
Okay, we're back on UDG Underground Columbus, home of the Unsiders, and this is Big C in the morning. And oh man, I'm actually glad that this show is now done, and hopefully it doesn't happen again. Because honestly, this is a little embarrassing. I think this is the show that just completely fell apart. It completely fell apart. First, the thing, the Facebook thing was buffering. I didn't unmute myself, and now I'm sad. But thankfully, this is the last show of April, so that's good. I guess the last of the month means bad luck happens. Like me, I had bad luck here, so yeah. But April 30th is also another thing, because in 10 days, on May the 10th, it shall be my birthday. I'm turning 20 years old, and my goodness, am I ever old. Honestly, I'm 19. So my teenage years are about to be done, and I feel old already. Like seriously, I feel extremely old. And like, yeah, I just feel old. But next week, for May 7th, the show, May 7th, I'm going to have a little birthday special. So yeah, I'll be celebrating my birthday, basically like 3 days earlier. And you're probably like, what will I do for my birthday special? Well, that's a secret. It's a little surprise. So, yeah, I have a little surprise for you guys. So, you'll probably want to tune in next week, which I will be fully, and I mean fully, unmuted, so that everybody can listen to my pretty little voice and nobody has to, type in, "We can't hear you." Hopefully. So yeah, guys. Next week, my birthday show here on Big C in the Morning. Everybody's going to enjoy it. Everybody's going to like it. Hopefully. And hopefully I'll get some birthday messages too. So, yeah. But anyways, guys, I think it's time for me to get out of here. It was already past 11. Time for me to let you guys go and do your own thing. So I want to thank you all for tuning into the show, even though I was muted for the first half. Next week it will be different. So yeah. Also, if you enjoyed the music selection here on today's show, be sure to log on to the internet and go to www.undergroundcolumbus.com. It'll take you to our website where you can listen to music by unsigned artists here on WDG. So yeah, tune in if you want to listen to some more awesome music that we have for you on our website, undergroundcolumbus.com. So yeah. Okay, well, with that, this has been Big C in the Morning on WDG, Underground Columbus. Wait, did I say that right? This has been Big C in the Morning on WDG Underground Columbus. So yeah, I think I said it right. My name is Big C, and I'm just gonna leave. I'm just gonna get out of here. So yeah, I hope you guys have a great Friday, great rest of your Friday. Have a great weekend, and since round 2 and 3 of the draft are gonna be on tonight, I guess you can go watch the draft and stuff. So. Yeah, I guess so. Alright, I'll see you guys next week.